So today we're going to talk about force buys, and I think that they're fun because they're a thing that you can do. They're a strategy that sometimes works out for you, and sometimes it doesn't work out so well for you. And the games, particularly that we're going to look at to talk about these, are going to be Luminosity versus XSET in the most recent First Strike Qualifier tournament. This is the NA Nerd Street Gamers tournament. If you guys have been following it, I've been kind of keeping an eye on it and watching these games and really enjoying them. This was a really good series, actually. It was two really well-matched teams, and they were both very fun to watch. I've got a lot of new cool players that I'm keeping my eye on, and I'm just really excited to see how these teams take fold in the future for the scene. But before we talk about the force buys, I'm going to show you this pistol round because I think something really cool happens in this pistol round, and it's going to actually play into the next round. So without further ado, let's get into it. This is going to be Luminosity Gaming on defense right here. You're going to see on pistol round, this is going to start out pretty poorly for you, Luminosity Gaming. I want to notice a KZ right here, that dash that he did. He's very good with his dashes on Jet. He doesn't really overcommit to a lot of fights. A lot of the times he'll take a little bit of damage. He'll go for the trade. But if he's not landing the trade right away, he'll just dash out. And he's going to do this all three rounds that I'm going to show you, actually. And I think it really exemplifies it well. That notice this retake coming in now. It's just the Sova and the Reyna coming in from Luminosity Gaming. Pistol round, so they're definitely going to go for it. Reyna's just going to run through the smoke right there. Find a pick onto the Sova, as the Sova from the Luminosity Gaming also got one pick right there. Going to pick up three right here, and this is an excellent play coming in from the Reyna. Just one player left there in a 2v1. This should be pretty easy for them to stand if they just play this together. Going to land the pick onto the Raze right there, and that's going to work out very well for Luminosity Gaming. We're going to break down this play just a little bit here. We're going to back up just a little bit more. I wanted to just exemplify some really awesome tactics or techniques used by these players that they use to crack open this round. So notice how they come in for the retake right here. A Proto is actually going to get picked off, which is pretty unfortunate. The Reyna's not there to trade him at the time. And the thing I really wanted to comment here is this cage. So when you use a smoke like this, a lot of the times, what I'm assuming Thief saw in this smoke is that he could utilize this to his advantage, and he could actually block off the Cypher who would be playing in this corner and push his way towards sight, and the Cypher's not going to have a line of sight on him because of how this smoke was placed. And you're going to see this is exactly what Thief does, and this is really well accompanied by the fact that Sova actually kills the Reyna that is just like right before. Yeah, he kills this Reyna that is just right in his face as Thief exits this smoke, making this play pretty much possible. Notice how Sova gets everybody's attention too at this exact same time. Everybody looks up as Thief pushes through the smoke. Thief is going to land the kill on him there, and this is going to work out perfectly for Luminosity Gaming here, as this Reyna is going to clean the house. Picking up another kill, landing that heal, picking up another kill, hitting her 53 HP. This is an excellent round by Luminosity Gaming, and I just really wanted to showcase the smoke that they utilized against the Cypher. He thought the smoke would be benefiting him, but it really actually ended up hurting him in the long run. And just the way that they played this retake, I think that's an excellent job. But this is going to take us into the second round right here, where Luminosity Gaming is going to be going against XSET Gaming, and they are actually forced up this second round. This is the round immediately following. XSET Gaming is actually going to decide to force buy, and the reason they decided to do this is because they actually got the bomb plant down the first round, and that means they're going to have a little bit of extra money to work with. They're going to decide to force up this round, and they'll be pretty much even ground with Luminosity Gaming in this position. Now, there's nothing really crazy about the strategy that XSET ends up running this round. They do end up taking this round. Something I really did want to comment is just the aggressive position from Twifo right here. This is something I've noticed more and more from professional teams, is that they just won't play for garage control. I think that is just because it's difficult to push onto site from garage, and it's also difficult to hold garage with just the utility that you can utilize to clear it. You can use Roombas, you can use drones, you can use the Sova utility, the recon dart, you can use grenades from Raze. It's very difficult to hold in there, not even counting any flashbangs that could be used to enter the site. Twifo is going to push up pretty aggressively, decides not to push out. That would pretty much be a death sentence for him if he decided that he wanted to push out right there. And notice how they're just going to double back towards A. He got a lot of control over here, a lot of presence, and that's all that they really needed here from XSET, as they're going to have the site here, and this is going to be a very difficult 5v5 retake coming in from Luminosity Gaming. It's just not really going to happen, but we'll let the round play out just for your viewing pleasure. Notice that Sova recon dart coming in, just clearing out any positions that these players could be playing in, but unfortunately it's just really not enough, as XSET has this position held down. They try to push in, but those stingers are going to be clearing out pretty much everything on site. Now, this is where I think that this game gets very interesting. So what is mostly common after you buy the second round and you end up losing is you're going to save on this round and play for the third round right here, because that means that you'll be able to afford rifles next time. But what you're going to see from Luminosity instead is what they decide to do is they decide to force again. Now, the reason that they would be forcing here is because if they actually force up guns, you're going to see a Vandal coming in from KZ. But aside from that, they got Stingers, they got Sheriffs, and they have a Marshal. The reason they're doing this is because XSET's still actually on a Freako, or as a lot of people call it. They call it a bonus round. They still have their Spectres from the previous round, meaning that, like I said before, when they forced, XSET decided to force, they were doing it so they would be on even ground with Luminosity Gaming. Luminosity's forcing again, once again, putting them on pretty much even ground with XSET. Not quite, but very close. And they're going to play this round out hoping to make it 2-1 rather than 1-2 here. And you'll notice XSET Gaming sort of trying to play for C here, but they're going to be met by a Proto with that Sheriff. Excellent shot. Love his Waffles crosshair, by the way. Really good player. He's going to go for another peek here, picking up Purer. And after these kills come in, Mata picks up another one. This is going to be a very difficult round for XSET to win. It's a 4v2 now. They do find the one. But again, that Jet, notice again, the very thing that I commented on just a little bit earlier. This Jet's actually going to go for the trade right here. He lands a couple shots onto We Did, realizes he did not win this trade yet, and just dashes out. His goal here was to kill We Did right away, but instead, since he realizes that's not going to happen, decides to cut his losses, or actually his wins in this situation, and just dash out to safety. He doesn't need to overcommit here. He doesn't have a teammate to trade him right now. Had he gone down here, this would have been a lot easier of a win for XSET. This would have been a 2v2. This definitely would have been more possible. But because he just dashes out, saves his life, this round is going to be a lot more difficult for XSET to take now. We Did's going to go down on site. You're going to see Twifo tries to rotate over to A, but it's just not going to last for him. As eventually, once he makes his way to A, he's going to be met by the Omen who calls the rotate. And this just isn't going to work out in his favor as he tries to get the kill there, but pushing through a smoke, obviously not favorable for him. So he's going to go down there. I thought this was just a funny game where you have two teams that are just so freaking evenly matched. This entire series was really fun to watch. They had a bind game go into like 17-16 or something like that. Something crazy. And it was just a very good time to view. So if you guys are looking to go back and watch this game, I definitely recommend it. Luminosity Gaming versus XSET. Phenomenal teams, phenomenal players. Really excited to see more from both of these teams. I think this game really exemplifies just like the times that you can utilize force buys and the reason that you would be doing them. Particularly, it's to put yourself on even ground with the opponents that you're playing against in hopes that you can gain some sort of a little bit of advantage. And you notice how Luminosity ends up taking this third round right here, and it ends up helping their eco out just a little bit more and hurting XSET just a little bit more as they denied them that third round eco right there. That's all I got for you guys today, though. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel down below. Also, check us out on Twitch, where we stream pretty frequently. And other than that, I will see you guys in the next video.